I'm Courtney and I'm an accountant at M&M Accountants and Advisors. I also am a FMG Pro Bikini athlete with the results method. What was going through my mind when I earned my pro card? At the time, I knew that I was going to, delusionally confident. We'd worked really hard to earn that. My first show 2 years ago was the same. However, I came sixth. That was pretty hard. So we knew we had a lot of work to do to win my pro card. It was probably the best show that I've done out of the three in that pro debut. This is what happened last time
and
too.
it's posing. It's your posing. It could be because you got to think about it. You're repetitively getting into one position on one side and you're angling, and leaning into it. So it's like you start to create like a bias pattern.
Yeah.
And it's almost like it's a postural maladaptation. It's, okay, turn to the side for me. Let me just see.
Ali kept everything from me. So instead of telling me you're going to do really well or, you know, I really think we have a shot at podium, it was just more or less like, you know, you're here to have fun, you're here to be strategic, get on stage, practice little tweaks that we did in my posing, and like we're here for that. So I kept it more like a job as opposed to like we're here to win. During the intermission, Ali and Sarah actually had a conversation about where I was going to probably end up. And they both, again, didn't say anything. So coming back on the pro stage and getting my second placing was huge. I didn't even think I would get podium. We weren't even talking about that. They were. They knew that I would, but that's not anything that I was thinking about. So that was so special to me. And I think when I got my placing in my pro show, compared to winning pro, that meant more.
This is the one that's making the rotation happen.
Isn't Joe like we just attach the band to each other?
Yeah. Stretch each other out, just keep leaning back.
That's so funny.
Opposite sides, opposite legs. So good. But yeah, that's much better.
I like feel it letting go.
Letting go? Good.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm deliberately holding you longer this side because we want that. And it'll be so tight. Like there'll be fascia tightness.
Yeah.
Muscle tightness. And it takes a lot longer for the fascia to release. So
yeah.
Just take a little bit, spend a little bit more time here. It's particularly tight.
Ali and I worked together every session we did in person, so I had constant feedback. During prep, Sarah and I worked together, and that was constant reinforcement of just like keeping strength where it needed to be, intensity where it needed to be. Now we're back with Ali, just again, aligning of position, really focusing on recruitment, engagement. I have a lot more activations now and mobility. I've always done that, but this is a lot more intense than I think we have before because we have a short time. We had 2 years. We might only have one, but we really need to get things corrected so that I can enter the build and we're just not wasting time, essentially, loading it correctly and just pushing forward. So that's been really tough post-show. But the main thing's been my stress. So last time I did a recovery, it took about five or 6 months before everything kind of downregulated hormonally, especially. And then just stress was always, we were like almost in 5 hours a day. A lot of that comes from work stress, I'm aware. But a lot of it also is training that I didn't know. So we've really been strategic about pulling back, dropping down to 4 sessions, keeping cardio in this time just for heart health and just mentally. So that's sort of what training looks like, which is also challenging mindset as well.
Also be then about tying together the sling, your cross sling, and keeping core and brace with a stable pelvis in all of your movements. Because if we can do that, then we'll stop the rotation.
We've done that before. Like
Yeah,
it should
correct. It's almost like we've got to undo what the posing did. It's so nuts, isn't it? Like all that posing that you know you have to do fucks what we want to do in the gym. We just have to stay on top of it. And because we're like seeing this in you, we're going to actually do a lot more of this the whole way through the next prep, where we're actually cutting and posing frequently.
Yeah.
We're going to have to be. But the good thing about that is that's a way, we got time. You'll just be back training with me anyway.
Yeah.
So it'll be part of daily routine regardless, you know. But okay, that's good. All right.
Oh, I feel that.
Yeah, it should be. Now let's stand up and see if we can see postural improvement. Oh, that's way better. Look way better from your end, Sarah. That's way straighter.
Okay, so with my job, I work 9 to 5. I am a business partner with my dad. So we together own M&M Accountants and Advisors. My dad's the advisor, I'm the accountant, so I do all the work. And I guess what works for me is my day is I wake up at sort of 3:30 in the morning, 4 o'clock. I go straight to the gym and I train. I find for me, if I don't train first thing in the morning, all I think about is work. All I think about all the time is work. But if I don't get myself and my things done first, I can't show up for the rest of the day. We had tried to do an afternoon session, meant that I was fed. We thought this will be awesome because I'll just have so much energy and so much fuel. That did not work. I mentally become fatigued. I hold a lot of strain and stress throughout the day from my job. So I can't perform in the afternoon. So I come to work and I still have probably steps to do. I still have to eat all my food between 9 to 5, which I do here. So I kind of prep my meals at home, but most of them, and I am fortunate, I get to cook here. So I have scales, air fryer at work. I have a walking pad in my office. So I have a stand-up desk to be able to hit my steps during the day. And I think that productivity is low, which is, you know, something that I understand is probably contributing to my stress, but I find it a lot easier for me to just get my steps done and work at the same time. So then I finish work at 5, sometimes 6, go home and cook, and I'm straight into bed.
You can feel him fatigue and drop off almost sort of like 3/4 of the way through the movement. So we want to focus on getting that guy nice and strong. Put your fingers up there as your feedback loop. Yep. Even if it's just the thumbs, yep. So then you can keep your shoulder blades down. Perfect. So, blueberry, don't drop that. Okay, now go. Squeeze glutes, push into the ground so the opposite leg's in the ground, the other one comes up. Yep. That one should feel okay. It's the other one you're going to feel, you'll notice the difference in. Notice the difference?
He just drops out.
It does, yep. That's a fatigue point for you. So that is your challenge. Your challenge is to get to the point where that stays on the whole time. And that's when we know that we're going to fix a lot of this shit.
Yeah. Now we're in a position where now we're focusing on recovery. Work's kind of slowing down a little bit over this period and won't pick up until kind of May. So now I get to do that study time again. So I think for me, it's just like recognizing that you can't do all of it at once and you have to pre-plan in your seasons, and understanding that if you do it that way and you are strategic about what you're trying to achieve in kind of blocks, it just makes it a lot easier to just plan everything, to get everything in, and knowing that you need to pull back. Not every day is the same, and every time I try and control today like yesterday, it doesn't work. So you just have to lean into the habits that you're building. For me, that works. I just get up at those times every day. I make sure I eat the same time every day where I can, and just like those are the things that I have to fall into. When I'm not at work, I set alarms on my phone to remind me to eat, to remind me that prep your food. Planning is a big part of that, and just being organized. I guess like that's what keeps you motivated, as well as like having those plans. But I just generally love training. I love being in that environment. I generally love my job. I love being an accountant, and equally I love studying. So all those things bring me so much reward, and I just feel privileged to be able to like do all three at for me, an exceptional level. And yeah, that's just what motivates me all the time, is that I know that every day I'm just doing better than what I was yesterday.